This week we're going to highlight the results of USDA's Agricultural Outlook Forum. We're also going to take a look at updated U.S. export sales of corn and wrap things up looking at planting progress for Brazil's second crop corn and their weather trends. Hi, this is Brian Basting with Advanced Trading. Let's talk about the corn market. We're moving into the last week of February here, and this market remains exceptionally weak. We're going to start out this week, though, taking a look at the USDA Agricultural Outlook Forum that was held last week. Let's take a look at what the balance sheet looks like for the USDA's Ag Outlook Forum. Now, again, the forum here celebrated their 100th annual event, but what we're looking at here is the corn supply-demand balance sheet now. We've highlighted here in red are the supply side. Now, USDA is forecasting a decline in acreage of almost 4% compared to last year. However, they are forecasting a record yield, so the crop size for this year is only down 2%, with total supply up by 500 million bushels. Again, that's because of the larger carry-in supply. Now, if we shift gears and look at the demand side, USDA is forecasting a modest increase in ethanol use and exports. And they're also increasing feed usage by about 75 million. In total, usage is forecast to increase 150 million bushels. So if we look at the bottom line here, the ending stocks are forecast to increase by 360 million bushels. Again, 510 million more supply, only 150 usage leaves 360 increase in ending stocks. Here's the key message. Look at that average farm price projected for next year, 24-25. Again, the crop that will be planted this spring, the decline to $4.40 a bushel. Look at just 2 years ago, it was over $6.50 a bushel. So the message, change happens and can be very fast. So we strongly encourage you to continue to work closely with your trusted risk management advisor to manage price movement. Speaking of price movement, let's take a look at trends in December corn futures. Now, December corn, as we tape here on Wednesday, continues to grind lower. It's now below $4.60 a bushel. So we're actually looking at prices well below where they were last year, and we're still within the pricing period for crop insurance here in February. Let's now shift gears and focus on export trends here in the U.S. Let's take a look at unshipped sales of U.S. corn. Now, unshipped sales of U.S. corn in that black dot, as it were, they're above last year in that red line, but they're well below still some of those levels that were seen 2-3 years ago when China was a big buyer in the market. And the key message, the low prices we've seen so far have only sparked a modest uptick in buying. So here's the bottom line. We strongly believe that the USDA continues to be overstated with their export forecast at 2.1 billion bushels. Looked at another way, we believe the USDA ending stocks forecast is too low at the moment, given that their export figure is that high. Let's wrap things up this week looking at trends in Brazil, specifically where that Brazil second crop corn is produced. Now we're looking here at several key states. Mato Grosso is the largest state. Nearly half the second season corn is produced in Mato Grosso. We also have Goiás, Minas Gerais, Paraná, and Mato Grosso do Sul. And we're looking at second season corn planting progress here nationwide at about 45%. Notice last year at this time, however, in that lower right-hand corner, only at 33%, so well ahead of last year's pace. Now let's take a look at the weather trends for Brazil's corn. Our slides this week, as usual, are courtesy of T-Storm Weather. Starting out here looking at the proxy for topsoil moisture over the last 14 days. You can see it's been pretty good for planting. They're not exceptionally dry, but dry enough to get the planters rolling. And now as we look ahead to the next 2 weeks, you can see mostly normal precip across those growing areas. So really the corn crop is off to a good start in Brazil, and we'll be watching that very closely for you moving into March. Now, if you'd like more information, please feel free to contact us at 800-664-2321. We'll put you in contact with one of our risk management consultants who'll be happy to visit with you at your convenience. And remember, we upload every Wednesday. Make sure to subscribe to our channel to never miss an upload. Thanks a lot. Have a good week.